Do you remember that one cartoon from your childhood? The one that was just a little off? For me, it was a show called Giggles the Gnome. It was this old, black and white cartoon from what looked like the 1930s. The main character, Giggles, was this weirdly proportioned gnome with a permanent, unsettling smile. He never spoke, just giggled. It was the same high-pitched, tinny giggle in every single episode. The show only aired late at night on some obscure local channel. I was probably about 8 years old, and for some reason, I was obsessed with it. My parents hated it. They said it gave them the creeps, but I'd sneak out of bed to watch it anyway. The episodes were always the same. Giggles would wander through the surreal, shifting forest, pull some strange prank on another woodland creature, and then do this little dance while that creepy giggle echoed. It wasn't funny. It was just weird, but I couldn't look away. One night, I was watching an episode I'd never seen before. The animation seemed grainier, darker. In this one, Giggles found a small, wooden puppet that looked exactly like a little boy. He picked it up and started making it dance. The puppet's movements were jerky, unnatural. Then, Giggles held the puppet up to the screen, its painted-on eyes staring right at me. The screen flickered, and for a split second, I swear the puppet looked just like me. My exact pajamas, my messy brown hair. I blinked, and it was just a generic wooden puppet again. I told myself it was just my tired eyes playing tricks on me. I tried to shake it off and went to bed, but I couldn't sleep. Every shadow in my room looked like Giggles' pointy hat. Every creak of the house sounded like his horrible giggle. I finally drifted off, but my dreams were filled with that black and white forest. Round 3 in the morning, a sound jolted me awake. It was a giggle, a high-pitched, tinny giggle. It was coming from downstairs. My heart was pounding so hard, I could feel it in my ears. I told myself it was the TV, that I left it on. But I knew I hadn't. I always turned it off. I crept out of my bed and tiptoed to the top of the stairs, peering down into the darkness. The living room was pitch black, except for the faint glow of the moonlight coming through the window. And in the middle of the room, there was a silhouette. It was small, stout, with a pointy hat. It was standing perfectly still. My blood ran cold. I couldn't breathe, couldn't move. Then, it turned its head slowly, and even in the dark, I could see the glint of a wide, fixed smile. It was Giggles the gnome. He was real. He was in my house. He let out that same chilling giggle, the one from the TV, but this time, it wasn't coming from a speaker. It was echoing in my living room. He started to do his little dance, his feet shuffling softly on the carpet. It was the exact same dance he did at the end of every episode. My mind was screaming, but my body was frozen. This couldn't be happening. It was a nightmare. It had to be. He stopped dancing and took a slow step towards the stairs. Towards me. That's when I finally found my voice. I screamed. I screamed louder than I ever have in my life. My parents burst out of their room, flicking on the lights, and just like that, he was gone. There was nothing there, just an empty living room. My parents thought I'd had a nightmare. They checked the whole house. All the doors and windows were locked. There was no sign of anyone. They tried to tell me it was just my imagination, that the cartoon had scared me. But I know what I saw. The next day, I tried to find the channel that aired Giggles the Gnome. It was gone. I scanned through every single channel, but it wasn't there. It was like it never existed. I never saw the show again, and I never told anyone the full story. They'd think I was crazy, but sometimes, late at night, when the house is quiet, I think I can hear it. A faint, high-pitched giggle carried on the wind. Thanks for listening. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more strange stories. Stay safe out there.